All right, hello everybody. Hope your day is going well. It's been a nice warm start to our work week. Right now, pulling everything up here on my Facebook. I'm going to have the ability to answer some of y'all's questions right here on Facebook, so please feel free to ask them. We're talking about a big cold front coming, especially compared to what we're dealing with right now. It's so warm outside compared to how cold we're going to be as we wake up on Wednesday. And especially Thursday. I tell you, Thursday mornings can be really cold. Coldest weather we've had since January 8th. So that's what we're talking about here. Checking out everything, just making sure everything's running right. Looks good. Haven't seen any comments in. Well, there we go. Jennifer says hello. Hello, Jennifer. Hope your day is going well. And feel free to ask your questions, because we're going to talk about a lot right here. I would love to answer them for you as we go along. So first off, let's talk about what we're dealing with outside right now. And you know what? Let's actually go ahead and also add in the airport tower cam. I've got it in here. You know, it's going to be really warm before we get cold. That's one thing I do want to talk about as well. Hello, Lori. Hello. Lori says, "Where's winter?" It's on its way. Don't worry. Christine says hello. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Rose. Hello, Chris. I believe that's Letha Rowe Rogers. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. Good morning to you. Rachel is asking for if there's going to be freezing rain. I can tell you now, it's likely not going to be freezing rain if we see anything in the way of a wintry mix. But we'll talk about what it's going to be here in just a moment. So here we go. I was looking for that graphic. So here's a look out towards northwest San Antonio. Right now, not looking too bad. I'll actually bring it up right here on this monitor. I see just a lot of cloud cover over the city. We started off pretty nice. We had a mostly clear sky overhead, but that cloud cover has really started to move in now out towards the San Antonio airport. Looks like some planes getting ready to take off there. A lot of cloud cover out towards the airport as well. That cloud cover has really moved in, and it has been very much on the thick side. And then finally, a look out towards Calaveras Lake. Not looking too bad out there either, just seeing a lot in the way of cloud cover. Temperatures are warm in all of these locations, by the way, not seeing anything in the way of rain just yet. But we do have rain on the way. We're going to get to some of those colder conditions in just a moment, literally right after this. I just want to make sure you all see this first. We do have rain moving in to San Antonio and Bexar County as a whole. Notice from out down towards the southwest, a lot of rain. We have a lot of cloud cover from that as well, and that's what we're expecting today. We are expecting a few isolated showers, about a 30 to 40% chance for a few showers. Just be ready for that. We have been expecting this for today. It will be drier for Tuesday, and then by Tuesday night, that's when the big cold front arrives. So, time to check out that timeline. Here's what we're going to see. Right now, we have the little bit of shower activity moving through. All the way till 2 p.m., you still see a little bit of shower activity out there. Take a look at this. By Monday at 3:30, still seeing showers. And then as we head into Monday evening, check that timeline in the top right corner of your screen, 10 p.m., seeing cloud cover start to clear out. And then we have drier conditions start to settle in for Tuesday. Now, this is a big deal. This is the reason why I'm showing you this first. We are going to be very warm on Tuesday. Temperatures, we're talking 90 degrees in Beeville. Very warm for this time of year. 81 in San Antonio, 76 in Boerne, 78 in Kerrville. This plays in big because this system, this cold front, moves in Tuesday night and into Wednesday night too, when we're going to have our two possibilities for this light wintry mix. Temperatures this warm ahead of this show us that, well, it's probably going to be too warm on the ground for anything to even stick. So impacts from this system, it just doesn't look like we're going to have any. Maybe some patchy ice on overpasses in the whole country. Some overpasses, not even all of them, like very northern portions. We're talking all the way up to Fredericksburg or further north, and even northwest corner of Kerr County. We're not even talking about Kerrville area. I think it'll be outside of Kerrville, far northwest, heading further on off towards the west as well. And that doesn't move in, again, until we head into early hours on Wednesday. You actually saw a brief period of it there. I'll run it back. And notice how spotty it is. Really spotty. We're not expecting a ton. I wanted to talk about this so you know we haven't talked about it much here at Ken's because it just seems so iffy. But we've heard a lot of chatter about it from people in the community saying, hey, we've heard that there's the possibility for a wintry mix. Well, there's the possibility, but the amount looks very small. I want you to notice what I just told you. I said Kerrville, you may see just plain old rain. I mean, and that little bit of pink, it would be a very short period of time that we'd see it, and it would likely put down little to no accumulation. Now, I do want to zoom out the map here just a bit. I want to show you where the higher amounts are going to be. Our friends off to the west and northwest, San Angelo, located kind of closer on towards this area right here. They could see a lot more in the way of snow and sleet up their direction. Just not as much for us. It's just not going to still have enough moisture by the time it moves through here to give us much in the way of anything other than just plain old rain. Looking like about a ½ an inch or less, by the way, for the next 7 days as far as accumulations are concerned when we're talking about rain. But let's go ahead and talk about the snowfall forecast. So I'm going to show you a few weather models. These are the things that we look at to kind of piece a forecast together ourselves. If you wanted snow, well, head up to Abilene. It looks like they'll have better chances when we look at the North American model. This is the NAM, we like to call it. It is showing higher accumulations off to our northwest. You see, it doesn't even make it down towards Gillespie or San Saba County with any accumulations. So, not saying that they're not going to see anything in the way of a flurry or maybe even a brief period of sleet. Still possible with this model, just there you see where the accumulations will be, not in our area. I also want to show through Thursday the GFS model where it's saying some snow could occur. It does try to show some there west of Williamson County. If you don't know where Williamson County is, it is the county just north of Travis County, right here, so just north of Austin. It shows a little bit of snow just to the west of there, and even then, very light amounts, and you see Junction could see about a little more than a tenth of an inch. But again, going down into our region, here in South Texas, you don't see any accumulations from this model either. And then I want to show you the outlier. So the one model that is the outlier, so we don't have as much faith in it, is the European. Now the European, I will say this, it has been consistent in trying to show at least a little bit of a dusting of snow down here, but then I want to let you know this as well. If we even did get nearly a tenth of an inch of snow in San Antonio, this is what would happen. It would fall and melt immediately. So once it hit the ground, because the ground, remember, we're hitting 81 degrees the day before. So we are not expecting it to accumulate. And that just lets us know that there could be a little bit of snow falling from the sky. So really more of, you could almost say like a heavy flurry to see, but it would not accumulate on the ground. This is what we're expecting here. So I showed you a bunch of weather models. That's what we use to look and see and piece a forecast together. This is what the meteorologists here at KENS 5, this is what we think, and I accidentally hit the mic, I'm sorry. This is what we think will happen. Everybody outside of the hill country will mainly see scattered showers, maybe a brief flurry, but we're talking more of the way of sleet for areas closer on towards Rock Springs, and that's a brief period of sleet. Towards Rock Springs, northern Gillespie County. I talked about Kerr County, but outside of Kerrville, closer onto the northwest side. I see Vicky says he keeps using the S word. Vicky, don't worry. I'm using it in a good way, though. I'm letting you know that it's not likely for our area. Olga says we need snow. Sorry, Olga. It just doesn't look that likely for us. If you wanted to see some, though, San Angelo and Abilene have a better chance, so you may be able to head up there. I'm trying to answer a few more of these. Good morning, Anthony. I hope your day's going well. Good morning, Michael. Laura, hello from Helotes. I hope you all are all going to have a wonderful day. Good morning from Uvalde. Good morning, Yolanda. Olga says it's cold in New Mexico. Olga, I was in New Mexico last month in Red River. It was very cold there when I went and visited. Oh, I say last month, 2 months ago was December. I keep forgetting that we're in February now. Let me go ahead and scroll this up. Good morning. I see a lot of people saying good morning. I hope you all are all having a wonderful day here after the big game yesterday, and then also after Groundhog Day as well. So, some slick spots on elevated surfaces. I do want to mention that because we have that in there because sometimes you can still get a brief patchy area on a bridge, but it's going to be hard. That's really just for the hill country too. And I'm going to show you why I say just the hill country. For that to happen here in San Antonio, we would have to have our temperature fall below freezing. And you'll see in the 7-day forecast, there is not a single day or night where we expect temperatures to fall below freezing. Now it is going to get pretty darn cold. Check that out. 81 degrees on Tuesday compared to 51 for the high on Wednesday. 42 when you're waking up in the morning on Wednesday. That's going to be really chilly compared to what we have on Tuesday. I mean, you're going to wake up on Wednesday and you're going to say, who flipped the switch and turned winter back on? We move into Thursday, 34 degrees when you're waking up. That's the coldest weather we've had since January 8th. 34 was our low when we woke up on the 8th in January. So we haven't been that cold since. 60 degrees for the high on Thursday. And then you see as we head into the weekend, we really recover nicely. So if you're headed out to the rodeo events, it looks pretty good for the weekend as the temperatures get back into the 70s for highs again. So checking out a few other things. Anthony says, I still remember the snow in 1985. Anthony, I've seen photos. Looked pretty astonishing. We're not expecting that, but if the forecast changes, because the forecast can always change. I want to also hammer that home. You know, it's important to know that the forecast can change, but right now this is what we're thinking, and it's just like maybe a brief period of wintry mix in the hill country, and we're talking well off into the hill country, not just past Kerrville, not even in Kerrville. I think Kerrville will just get plain old rain for the most part. And I keep saying that, but I just want to make sure you all understand what we're expecting here. I don't want to send any mixed signals. So is it going to be Wednesday night into Thursday morning? Marie, yes, it will be. It would actually be Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, where parts of the hill country could see it, and then we're going to have another chance Wednesday night. The problem is there may not be as much moisture left over, so there may not be as much, even though the temperatures will be closer to having a better shot at seeing some. It just doesn't look as good. So, yeah, Wednesday night, it's really Tuesday night and then Wednesday night as well. Both are going to have the chance to bring that little bit of a wintry mix into the hill country. The hill country also, this is important to know too. We are expecting a freeze in the hill country there for Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, parts of the hill country will have a freeze. Not everybody, but parts will see it. That's really west of Kerrville and north, closer on into Gillespie County. And then Thursday morning, pretty much everybody in the hill country is going to get a freeze. So, protect your plants, pets, and people. Check on the loved ones who may not have a way to stay warm. Bring your pets in, make sure they have a place to stay warm, and protect your plants by whatever mean you seem is necessary. And then I don't think it's going to be a pipe freeze in the hill country. Typically, you got to have multiple days of cold weather where the ground gets really cold too, and then it has to also be below freezing for a good period of time for a pipe freeze. So I don't think a pipe freeze for the hill country Thursday morning, but pets, plants, and people should definitely be protected therefore Thursday morning. So I'm going to bump it back to a little bit more about today. We've answered a lot of questions here. Feel free to keep asking them if you have any. I do want to show a little bit more of what we're dealing with today because we do have rain on the radar. Zooming back down to our region, I'm actually going to snack some coffee real quick. Zooming down to our region, you'll see the rain moving in closer on from Eagle Pass into Cotulla. Pleasanton seeing a little bit of rain. San Antonio now seeing a bit of rain. And let's actually bring up our 3 tower cams. And let's see what we can see around the region. Northwest San Antonio, the cloud cover, man, has it thickened up or what? We had a gorgeous sunrise, and that cloud cover really moved in. And you know, we were actually going for it being more mostly cloudy at sunrise. It just took the cloud cover a little bit longer to get here than expected, but it's finally here. Sure did take some time though. Northwest San Antonio, you see a lot of the cloud cover. Not seeing any rain there, it doesn't seem. We got rainfall at the airport. There you have it. You see it on the camera there. You see a little bit of rain falling in front of it. It's kind of hard to see. You can barely see it. But we've got raindrops falling in front of the camera out at the airport, so that's one place we're seeing rain at the moment. And then let's see if we got rain out at Calaveras Lake. I'm willing to bet if it's not raining, it's about to. And it's hard to tell on that cam. But yeah, we've got some rain out towards the airport right now. Remember, we're going to see a little bit of it here and there. Do you think we're having less cold winters lately? It just all depends on the weather pattern. Some years you're going to have colder weather than others. It just depends on the weather pattern. So, you know, I'll say it like this: some years you get more hurricanes than others, and you know, it's just one of those years where we're just not seeing as much in the way of cold. Hopefully we don't ever see any hurricanes, but you know, you always know that it happens. So occasionally, but I compare it to that because it's like sometimes you get big cold, sometimes you get snow, like in 1985. Sometimes you don't get snow. Compare it to that as well. It has been a mild winter. I agree. It's been fairly mild, not as cold as past winters. Temperatures have been above average for a majority of it. Actually, it was October where we had our coldest weather so far this year. Remember, it was around Halloween when we had the big cold snap, and we just haven't had one that big since. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, though. You know, we're going to be dealing with this shower activity off and on. I'm going to leave y'all with radar up here right before we get off. But you see, there's that shower activity still moving in. Going to continue to move in over these next few hours. Remember, it will be drier tonight. We are expecting dry conditions tonight. Tomorrow's going to be hot. Remember, it's going to get hot before it gets cold. It may hit 90 degrees tomorrow in Beeville. So know that the cold is coming Tuesday night and into Wednesday. That's when it'll finally get cold. But for now, just a little bit of rain today. Going to be dry tomorrow. And then we're going to have some nice weather in store for the weekend. So don't worry, it won't be cold too long. If you're coming in town for rodeo or you have any plans to head out to it, it's looking like great weather. But for now, going to go ahead and head out. I hope y'all have a wonderful day and can get out and enjoy it and just kind of dodge these raindrops as we head throughout our Monday.